Kienyeji chicken, also referred to as local chicken, is a broad name used for indigenous chicken breeds in Kenya and Uganda. They are also referred to as village chicken or road runners in other regions. Now, today, let me introduce you to improved chicken variety. The improved Kienyeji was bred by the Kenya Agricultural Research Institute, KARI, now known as Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Institute, KARO, at their research center in Naivasha in collaboration with researchers from Egerton University in Njoro. The improved Kienyeji is 100% indigenous chicken. It was not a product of crossing indigenous breeds with exotic breeds, but a result of breeding different indigenous parents with good characteristics. The main objectives for the researchers in the SL department of KARO were to produce a breed that would keep the characteristics of indigenous chicken, with more productivity than the indigenous chicken, and can be kept all over Kenya, especially in the arid and semi-arid areas of Kenya. To know whether it's a profitable venture or it's the most preferred in the market, then follow me to Kajiado to learn more about improved Kienyeji farming. Thank you, Gisher. Thank you. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. I'm sure you've heard those sounds. Have you heard the cock crowing? And what's that saying they say when a cock crows? What I know is that it's the cock that crows, but it's the hen that lays the eggs. I'm loving those sounds. So today we are focusing on poultry farming, but specifically improved Kienyeji. You remember we did layers and we also did broilers. So today it's improved Kienyeji. What does that mean? Is it a profitable venture? Well, then our farmer is here to tell us about that today. So shall we go meet him? Let's go. Kelvin!
Welcome, please.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
It's a free organic poultry.
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
Before we proceed, please. Mama Afula. Ebuleta zile mayai boil tupe Linda kakavimuya na.
Ilikuwa ready hivi haraka.
It was ready.
Thank you.
So you can take one.
Okay.
Or you can even take two, but first of all take one. So this is Kienyeji egg. It's very tasty. Apart from being tasty, it is healthy.
It is healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Compared to other eggs. So this breed is from KARI.
Oh, KARO.
KARI, yes, yes. I procure this breed from them, and it's what I'm doing. It's a very, very good breed.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me put some salt now.
No problem. For this kind of breed, you can get eggs for incubation, for hatching. You can get eggs for food, for food. You can as well get cocks for meat. Yeah, so it has so many qualities.
Also, you benefit from both eggs and chicken meat as well.
And this one is very tasty.
It's definitely tasty. I love Kienyeji eggs, actually.
Yeah, Kienyeji eggs are very, very good.
But I thought for Kienyeji, it's yellow inside, but this one is not.
Do you know why? As you can see, they are in a confined area. But you see, those who are doing free range, you realize their eggs are yellow, have yellow yolk. Purposely because they consume a lot of greens. Yes.
So tuanzie wapi hapa Kevin?
Tunaanzia pale tunatengeneza feeds. Before we go further, I want to take you where I do my feeds. Because number one thing that people don't know, feed takes around 80% of production. And many people fail or condemn poultry because when they begin, they don't factor the issue of feeds.
Okay.
So number one thing, you have to factor
The
feeds.
Tuende uniambie hizo
yes.
shida za feeds huko.
So Linda, this is where we do our feeds production.
So you decided you're going to make your own feeds to cut the cost completely.
When someone is thinking about poultry, you must first of all think about feeds, because feeds take a total of 80% of production.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is something which someone must consider first. And this is the area which many people don't know. And later on, they condemn poultry as a bad venture.
Yes.
It is not so. It is because our production of feeds is quite high.
But now I'm curious, to start a production of these feeds could be very expensive. How has it been for you?
Yes, I must confess that it is expensive because installing this kind of machines and also procuring raw materials are quite expensive. But that one is better, knowing too well that your chicken are consuming what is required, rather than going and getting feeds from other companies which don't do good mixing.
But what is the actual requirement, like dietary requirements for chicken?
Chicken need proteins, therefore we must have things like soya beans, ochonga, and also you must have maize germ, pollen, wheat bran, and also additives such as premix. Yes.
Wow.
So it is important that you know all these. And again, also stages. Chicken have different stages, like day olds. There is that formulation for day old, for 2 months for growers. We also have for layers. We have for broilers, different kind of breeds.
So you have for all of them, chick mash, growers and layers?
Oh, exactly, I make them.
And how much does it go for? Do you package it in a 50 kg bag or what?
Like now for 50 bags of layers, we sell at 3,700. And for chick mash, we sell at 42. For growers, we sell at 3,500. Yes.
So processing your own feeds has been a game changer.
It is a game changer because number one thing, what is important is your chicken to get the right feed formulation. The right feed formulation is what will be reflected in production. If your chicks don't get good feeds, definitely their production will be down.
Wow.
So feed is very important.
So let's go and see the chicken now.
All right.
Tuende.
This is the curly breed that I told you. So these are the parent stock. So from here, our eggs originate from here. Then we transfer them to hatch where we hatch our eggs.
Calvin, you'll tell us more about that. But I would love to know your journey into this, because I know many people would say poultry farming is not an easy venture. Why poultry farming and why Kienyeji poultry?
I must say that I was not after this kind of venture. Okay, I've done architecture and electrical engineering. So it is my wife who induced me. We were looking for any business that can complement what we are doing. So my wife came up with the idea of poultry. Actually, we looked so many of them, but we realized that poultry can heal. So after that, we employed somebody, but things were not moving on very well because I was off completely. So I decided, let me now, because we realized that we are spending a lot of money, but nothing is yielding. Only the workers are doing their own things. So I took time to come to the poultry farm. Actually, I spent around 3 days. And I realized, let me focus on this. So after that, I realized if I concentrate here, then it's going to be good. That's how my interest for poultry began. So it has been now 6 years.
As a poultry farmer.
Yes, but what I major right now is poultry because it's yielding.
I know there are different types of kienyeji as well. Is this one the improved or which one? Pure kienyeji?
This is improved kienyeji from Calgary. So I bought them there, and these are now the parent stock.
So do you hatch them for yourself or do you buy them as chicks?
As chicks?
As chicks.
Yeah, but again we are doing something called breeding. Breeding entails a lot. Right now, I have different families. I have KC1, KC2, KC3 to eliminate the aspect of inbreeding. So this is our parent stock and they are well bred.
Okay.
We removed all the cocks which were here initially and brought a new blood so that we may deal with inbreeding. Yes, so from here, the eggs that we collect here, we have a hatchery, we hatch them, then we sell chicks.
And since you've talked about eggs, we can take a couple of them as we take them to the hatchery.
Okay. Yes, there are so many. As you can see, it's being collected.
Then we can chuchuma our way there.
Okay. So you can see this has been laid. You can see these ones.
Your production is good.
Yes, they are quality eggs, as you can see. Very quality. Even the size is very okay.
This is good quality.
As you can see.
Let me see for myself
All right.
where they are hatching.
All right. You can see over there is that one which is now laying.
And the next stage we are going to the hatchery. Today we are focusing on kienyeji poultry farming, or better yet, improved kienyeji. So right now we're going to the hatchery. Let's go and find out whether also this particular section plays an important role in this farmer's life. So shall we? Let's join him.
Eggs there. So this is where we keep them. Then we do something called selection, egg selection.
Oh, so this is the selection.
We sort them out. We analyze the size. We have those which are elongated, like this one. It's not fit. It is a elongated one.
Kwani mayai ikiwa mrefu kuna shida?
You will not differentiate where the embryo is. So if you put it this way, probably the embryo is at this point. Therefore, it will suffocate and the chick will die.
So perhaps you can now tell me more about the importance of you having this hatchery here. How important is it being a kienyeji or improved kienyeji farm?
What I realize is that poultry has multiple streams of income. When I was beginning poultry, I thought it was egg and meat alone. But not until someone came to ask for chicks. That is when I decided to do archery. Archery increases your production. If you hatch the chick, you'll sell it at a good amount. Considering selling eggs plain, you'll sell eggs at 20 shillings. But when you hatch the egg, you'll sell it at 110 or 120 shillings.
Wow.
Hence, it increases the production.
Oh. So with this hatchery, you hatch these for yourself, or you also sell, and you sell it at what point?
I do hatch, and I sell day old at 110 shillings. We also have the 1 week old, we sell 2 weeks, 3 weeks, up to 4 weeks old. So from day old to 4 weeks old.
Kelvin, hatcheries, I know, are very sensitive and there are procedures inside. So after you've hatched like that, I would love to know perhaps the process or the management practices when you're in a hatchery.
Okay, number one thing that after they have hatched, we must subject them to vaccination. That is MEREC for day-old chick. Thereafter, we have other vaccination like IB. We also do IB+, that is at initial stage, the day-old chicks. After 10 days, we can do Gumboro, dose 2. 21 days, we do Newcastle. At 1.5 months, we do fowlpox.
Yeah.
At 2.5 months, we do fall typhoid. Yes.
So you have a series of...
We have a series of vaccinations.
So from hatchery, where do we go to next?
Basically, after here, after the eggs have stayed there for 18 days, we transfer them to hatcher. What you are seeing are the incubators. After 18 days, we transfer them to hatcher. Just 2 days ago, we removed some. So from here, we take them to the brooder. There's somewhere called brooder.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Well, let's
Come
go
along.
to the brooder. So this is a mixture of jogo na kuku na hen.
And a hen. So this is a mixture of hens and also cocks.
Do you have to mix them together?
We mix them. Of course, cocks are for mating, so that we may get the fertilized eggs
Yes.
for incubation now.
Yeah. But Kevin, now I know this is a stage where they are heavy feeders because they're doing nothing. Basically, they're not laying eggs, and you cannot slaughter them for meat, is it?
No, not really. Like this kind of breed, the Caro, they don't consume as other breeds. We have different types of breeds, but this one does not feed a lot.
I remember earlier on we were to pass through the brooding place, but tell us more about that.
The brooding stage, most of people fear it because it is involving. Like when a mother gives a birth to a child, that kind of care should be done to the chicks until now they come to this stage. Like this one, we just brought them from brooder just the other day. So it requires vaccination, especially the place must be warm, multivitamin. So a lot is happening there. That's why many people fear it. But if you master it, then you are good to go.
You're very passionate about this type of farming, which gives us lots of warmth. But now, I know in every successful business, challenges abound. What are some of the challenges that you've gone through in this type of farming?
The major one is diseases. If you fail to vaccinate your chicks, then definitely the diseases will attack them, else they'll die. Secondly is theft. And you know what? Those who are working for your employees are the one who steal them. And sometimes they steal a greater percentage.
And since you sell both meat and eggs, yeah, which one fetches better earnings?
Like now in my case, I don't sell egg for eating, for consumption. I sell fertilized eggs. Yeah, so if you are aspiring to venture in this kind of business, you really need to know the difference. Like if I just sell for eggs for consumption, I'll sell at 500 shillings. But fertilized eggs, I sell at 900 shillings or 1,000 per tray.
Whoa, so there's a lot of diversification in poultry farming.
Apart from even manure, we do sell the chicken drops for those who are doing fish and also for those who are doing agriculture. At a good money, like one bag of chicken manure goes for 400 shillings.
So you're ripping in all directions.
You'll sell feathers, you'll sell their drops, eggs, meat, even intestine you'll sell.
Ooh, But Kevin, now since you have a lot of knowledge about poultry farming and the broader discussion about Kienyeji farming, Kienyeji poultry farming, do you train? Do you give trainings to people who perhaps come here to the farm?
Based on my past experience, when I was entering in poultry farming, I did not have any knowledge. So I really lost a lot. I incurred a lot of loss. And therefore, when people started coming to my farm, and I noted many of them were not informed, so I started training them about how to go about it, because I did not want them to experience what I experienced. So it turned to be big. Until now, I've been called in various radio stations, TV stations, and also even counties. I moved from various counties. I do train farmers on matters pertaining poultry.
Perhaps is this a venture that you would encourage someone to get into as a business?
Definitely, I'll tell people to venture specifically to poultry. Not any other thing else. I don't know more about. But poultry, I can assure somebody to venture in this. This one will change your life totally. If you follow the right protocols. Again, there are challenges. Like I can remember late 2020, this is not my first farm. I had a farm in Kamulu, and just similar like this, with incubators, with the hatchery, with everything. One day I got a call, fire at the farm, and it burnt everything, including the chicken, the chicks, the machines.
Oh, so sorry for that.
God really repaid back in a very, very mighty way.
Wow.
Now I have two.
Now you have
this one and the other one.
Two farms.
Two farms.
Now the last one, before I let you go, I've just looked at this structure and I've noticed you've put sawdust here. Perhaps you just tell us how a typical Kienyeji poultry house should look like.
We have to fumigate here after every 3 days. After every week, we have to change this. And every these feeders and drinkers, they must be washed every day with the disinfectants. So this will help you to combat diseases.
Wow, and that's the best way to end the show. But hatuwezi acha hawa wakiwa na njaa. So we feed them before we leave, yeah? Wow, Kevin, thank you so much. We truly appreciate. Thank you for allowing us into your farm and for sharing immense knowledge about poultry farming. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I also appreciate so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You.
Wow. You say this one is, it's not Kienyeji pure, it's?
Improved Kienyeji.
Improved Kienyeji.
The breed is Karo.
Okay. That is the word, improved Kienyeji. How has the show been? Because I've learned so much. Look at this, diversification of poultry farming. I just thought about layers and broilers, you know, you're selling the meat and selling the eggs. But today, I've learned that you can also sell feathers, you can make pillows from it, you sell meat, you sell, what else?
Eggs.
The eggs, yeah? So
Chicks.
There's a lot that you can do, and also manure. And also in this farm, they also sell chicks. And they also hatch. There's a lot that you can do with poultry farming. I thought we had exhausted poultry farming show, but I see we are nowhere close to it. So thank you so much for keeping us company until the end. I want to appreciate you, and I hope you can also try this venture because we've given you so much knowledge, yeah? Thank you so much, and also thank you to the crew that has made this possible. We truly appreciate. See you again next Sunday for yet another exciting episode of Kilimo na Biashara. My name is Linda Koskei.